Welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, the tour guide, the president. I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm Amsterdam for with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hype, hit the bell for all notifications if you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen in the nation. Leave us super thanks, cash app, super chat, depending on when you're watching this. Um, if you're trying to be, if you rather hear me rap than hear me yap, for all of the Rockness Monster fans out there, the Bandcamp link will be in the description. I ain't put it there yet. I just wanted to jump on here and talk about this right quick. But yeah, all of the mixtapes are from Nonviolent Rocco all the way back to Shot. Salute to James D7 in the building, Buffalo, New York. Um, all of the mixtapes is there, so go indulge. Also, the merch link is there. This is monsternation.com. Get involved. I see some of y'all been, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all been participating. That gets you a whole lot of cool points around the nation. I'm just saying. Um, when you leaving comments, when you write the walls here, doing your graffiti, spell things correctly. Well, you can spell things phonetically, but the names of our dignitaries, our monuments, and our legends, spell those correctly. It's ROCK, not ROC. Salute to Ultra Instinct for spelling it right. You know what I'm saying? It's helter skelter, not helter skelters. A's and H's, no E's and R's. It's monster, not monster. It's an A, no E and R. And it's BCC, not BBC. Pause protesters. Y'all get your ass out of here. The door's that way. We are pause practitioners here. Professional pause players and practitioners. We perform it profusely. I'm saying proficiently even. Why do you hate fun so much? It's a game now. It's not a phobia. It's a fun beer. Calm down. Anyway, so here's this. So y'all see the thumbnail if you in here. Um, my lovely assistant is over there, but she's not assisting today. She's just eye candy. Say hi, baby.
Hi.
Yeah, it's my baby. Um, so Kodak Black. It's wild business, B. When I clicked on the video on YouTube to watch to see what was going on with Kodak Black, my lovely assistant Raquel looked at TV and was like, "He looks scary, right?" And I'm just saying, I'm forgive me for throwing her under the bus, but I'm saying like I agree. I mean, little home, I would forgive me, but I would tell my kid to be careful around him if they was in the same class or something like that. I would. Little nigga looked like whatever they said he did, he did. But seriously, seriously, they said he got like he's locked up over said he got caught with drugs. They say he's trafficking drugs. Trafficking is such a, I mean, I don't know if it ever had some of these words, like these words have graduated to seriousness, like the word groomed. Like the other day I was doing a live, somebody asked me who groomed my style. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's funny how, groom means something way different now than what it used to. You know what I mean? Trafficking, I think, was always kind of ugly. If you put the word trafficking in somebody's charges, it never sounded like it was like. But it's just gotten even more ugly because now any form of they have turned it into a smexual. It has this smexual innuendo, you know what I'm saying, connotation to it now that makes it even worse, with all of them. You know what I mean? But yeah, they said he was trafficking MDMA. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what MDMA, I mean, I don't know what the acronym means, but it means it's like ecstasy or Molly is falls under the category of MDMA if I'm not mistaken. Michael Alberta. So you got popped for trafficking MDMA for only 14 grams? Hmm. I, now, I'm not, I'm not no veteran of the D rug game. I don't know all of the weights and all of that, but I know 14 grams ain't that ain't a lot of weed. I know that for sure. Let me see. They said some said he had weight. Ultra Instinct said, "Bruh had weight." Seriously, has that been proven? Because I didn't see that in the little news report that I seen. They were just bringing up things like his bail, $75,000. I had a bail that was higher than that before, so I mean, $75,000 ain't nothing to sneeze at. But at the same time, I would think that if I'm not that good at pocket watching people who I'm not really like. I'm not a real Kodak Black fan. Like I don't know his life. I don't follow his story like that. He do got. I mean, I'm salute to him. He do got a song or two I like. You don't even believe in Jesus. Why you got a Jesus piece? I love that. That's my joint right there. Um, so salute to him. He is talented as far people in my generation. We look at Kodak Black. Most of us they be like, yo, this nigga is too far left. Like he's weird. He bugged out. You understand? They don't have nothing good to say. They prejudge him. They think he a mumble rapper and all that. He's not actually. He's actually talented. So let me give him his props while I'm you know while we talking about his downfall right now. I do my best not to kick him while he's down. But yeah, that 75,000. I assumed that he would be from the way I viewed him from a distance. $75,000 should be affordable, and the way the bail system work in well, at least in New York, you don't have to pay the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You can get that broken down where you got to pay 10% or 20% depending on which bail bondsman you work with. You know, they mentioned the fact that he got pardoned by the president prior recently. It was like they like so that's not gonna help you. We don't care how friendly you are with the orange guy. Doesn't matter. You got caught with Maldo, Massachusetts, mdma. If 14 grams ain't a lot of tree, let me hold that rock. LOL. Come on, B. That's not a lot. It ain't no ounce. Come on, B. I know you ain't no tender lung. I know you ain't in here commenting in here with tender lungs, B. You got delicate lungs. I'm just messing with y'all. Let me see. So yeah, that's that's basically the news on that topic. I don't. I mean, son is in courtroom or he's. I tell you what, when the judge asked him to state his name in the courtroom, that was the most clear I ever heard him speak, and I still didn't understand him. Like they was like, "You state your name for the for the court." He was what his name was. You remember, baby? This nigga name is something real simple like Rick.
Bond is set for Florida rapper Kodak Black. The 28-year-old turned himself into the Orange County Jail on Wednesday after Orlando police put out a warrant for a drug trafficking charge.
He turned himself in. That looks good on you. Just like if you ever in a situation and you feel like like if you innocent or you feel like that like this ain't a life ending situation as far as like they not gonna take your whole like they ain't about to give you life. You know what I mean? Like it always looks better if you can go to them. You know what I'm saying? Now don't get it twisted. There are some situations where the hell with that. No. But whatever. Like you Kodak Black, you can't run forever. Right? So, it definitely looks better in the courtroom if you about to have that fight, if you go initiate the fight. You know what I'm saying? So somebody said reminds them of young James Brown. You know what? You said a word just bruh, free thinker, dead ass. With every bit of New York in my chest, even though I'm in Arizona right now, Dead ass. A young James Brown. You know who else sound like a young James Brown? Mystical. Reminds me of a young James Brown. You know, Mystical got some issues that I can't condone either. Like, you know, I don't even want to put him in the same category with the great JB, but it is what it is. Oh, somebody asked me my favorite question to talk about. Hold on a second. What about them Knicks? You ain't see. I just got it. My camera wasn't positioned right. I see. Okay, I got it. Hold on. I just gotta have them present because I'm proud. I'm proud, and you should be too. Listen, B. To all of the New York fans, no, to all of the fans who are from New York but are not New York fans. Like you from New York, but your team is the Spurs. Your team is whatever team LeBron on.
I don't like it.
To put it to put it mildly, how you going against your block, B? Would you go against the other if when you went to school, this college, high school, whatever, would you go against the opposing school that came in to play your school?
Pause.
Would you? You go to Lafayette High School, you going to root for Lincoln when they play? Come on, B. The only grace I be giving niggas grace. I'm like, I understand. Y'all don't really hate the Knicks. Y'all are just hurt by the Knicks. You know, your feelings have been hurt. Y'all been disappointed to the point where you're afraid of the disappointment. I get it. I understand. No doubt. But don't act like you don't like what you see when you see New York going crazy at Madison Square Garden and it's just the game one. Yeah, caveman, get off of now. Yeah, bruh. Let me tell you, if we had a sports argument, I wouldn't argue about none of the facts. You could be talking about the points, the plus minuses, how Carmelo wasn't clutch or whether he ain't play no D or not, and I will be strictly talking about why is you rooting for LeBron and you from East New York. LeBron, you ain't never been on Collins Ave. That's what I used to say to my homeboy when LeBron was down in Miami. You don't even know no Collins Avenue. You rooting for Braun. But anyway, I digress. Salute to my Knicks. We up 2-0. This is I feel like this is the best shot we got. I'm in good spirits. I don't care about getting my hopes up too high. They need the good energy. I'm not going to be pessimistic or hoping for the best but expecting the worst because you manifesting the worst. It'd be better if I can just be happy until the worst happen, and if the worst happen, then I'm only happy for this amount of time as opposed to scared for this amount of time. So go New York, orange and blue skies. And good luck to Kodak Black, man. If he had weight, I mean, he had weight. You know what I mean? What do they say? Possession is 9/10 of the law. You know what I mean? When they caught him, if he had that, if he had that there, he had that there. But I don't know. Did I hear that Aguilar? No, I didn't hear that. I don't listen to Aguilar songs. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 songs with Aguilar, maybe 3. I don't listen to those either. But they alright though. They decent. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't know. Like I'm a little bit too close to that topic and I don't want to talk about it because I don't know, it feel like I'm wild close with Spliff. I already have like an estranged friendship or relationship, whatever, with Aguilar and whatever. I could just say I don't like it. I didn't listen to the song though. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm out. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 microphones, rock on, rock on. I'm gonna be back later to talk about some more stuff. So stay tuned. Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder had me crying laughing just a little while ago. So rock on, rock on.